Hey everybody, it's Julia here. I'm doing my 3 weeks post-op of the gastric bypass RNY surgery. Um, my video this week is a little late because my family and I have been on the run from Hurricane Irma. I'm from Southwest Florida, so when we saw that it was coming our way, we decided to hop in the car and drive north. And so we're in the Florida Panhandle right now, in Panama City, hoping that the hurricane does not come our way. And if it does, that it'll be at least a lower category by then. Um, so cross your fingers for us. Um, in a hotel right here. So it's kind of a weird video here, but I don't really have stats because last Tuesday I checked and I was already down like 5.5 more. So I think again this week was probably like another 6, maybe 7 pound loss, which would bring me to like 17, 18, 20, like 20, 25 pounds or so since surgery, and it's been only this is my week 3 video, but it's been a little over 3 weeks. It's like 3.5 weeks. Um, August 16th, and today is September 9th. So, pain wise, I have no pain. I don't have. So after my last video, though, let me just tell you, as soon as I finished my last video, I was cooking dinner for my son and I bent over, and it was the most excruciating pain I've had since I had a C-section. Let me just say that. It was really bad. I felt like I had ripped something inside of my stomach. And I it was just unbearable. Like eventually it subsided if I sat down, but as soon as I got up and moved again, it was so painful and I really thought something was wrong. I called my surgeon's office after hours. It was like Friday at 6 or 7 p.m. and it was horrible pain. And I knew, and I said this in my last video, I knew there would be pulling sensations. And my doctor told me about that, and he said, you're going to feel like pulling pain and stuff like that. And I did feel that. I know what he's talking about. And this was just like horrible. It was so painful. It was like a burning, stabby feeling. And it was bad. So I called my doctor, and he was so rude to me over the phone. He was like, I told you this would happen, and I can't believe you called me for this. And uh, so moving on, though, I don't need to talk about that much. He was a dick. Um, just basically had to wait it out. I think what happened was I pulled tissue, like scar tissue maybe that had been forming, or like the tissue that's healing in my stomach. I pulled that. It was very painful. And I talked to a couple of other people that were experiencing that too, and um, they said it was excruciating, and they had to just sit. And every time they tried to get up and walk, it hurt real bad. And just take Tylenol and wait it out. And I think so it happened on a Friday. I think by like Tuesday, it was a lot better. So I'm trying to be really conscious of bending over and not doing that again because, ow. So basically, life on the road after bypass surgery is a little rough because a lot of times you got to buy food from like convenience stores or gas stations or fast food. And I can't have any of that stuff right now. I'm on the Puree diet, the phase. So basically, I'm just having shakes and yogurt. I tried, let's see, I've had chicken with a little bit of light mayo, like canned chicken with a little bit of light mayo. That went down okay. Tuna with a little light mayo, had that. That went down okay. I can only have about like 2 tablespoons, probably like 2 tablespoons of each. Not of each, but per meal rather. And it starts like backing up. Like I'll have to swallow a bunch of times to like make sure that it stays down. And sometimes I can definitely tell when I overeat because I will literally feel the food go down to my pouch and then come back up to my throat and then go back down to my pouch and then come back up to my throat. And it does this a couple times until the little hole in my pouch actually lets it through, which is very uncomfortable. Who likes vomiting? But I don't like vomiting at all. Like, I have an irrational fear of it. So I start kind of panicking when I feel that, which makes it so I don't do it that often. I don't feel hungry at all, so I have to really force myself to eat any food. Like, if, I still drink my protein shakes and try to eat solid foods at least 3 times a day like I'm supposed to, but I usually end up doing it twice. I tried salmon, and obviously I can't puree these things because I'm on the road, so I just chew really, 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 really well, and then just take tiny, tiny bites, chew really well and swallow and wait before I take the next bite. The salmon kind of went down okay. It was, I don't know if I ate too much of it or too fast or both, or maybe if it just didn't settle well. I'm not positive, but it wasn't the best experience. But it tasted so good, and I miss hot food and but you know what? Still happy that I did it. So, not complaining too much. Noticed that drinking too fast really affects me too, with the almost coming back up and then going down and then coming back up in my throat, and same uncomfort with that. Feel like it's gonna come all out. Excuse me. So, did I mention I have a 1.5-year-old and we're driving across Florida with him? And I can't eat food, and I'm exhausted. We took him to a little museum today, and because I'm not eating and I'm really not drinking enough either. I'm definitely dehydrated. I'm working on it. I'm trying to take little sips. But we took him to a little museum today to kill time before our hotel room was ready. And it was the cutest thing, and he was just loving it, but I was so beat. It was rough, and a lot of it was outside. Well, here goes my time without the boy. So I guess I'll end my video, because the boys are coming back in. But I'll give you a little preview of how cute my son is. And Daddy. They were at the pool. I am not his ideal swimming partner. Oh, I can't swim yet either because still of surgery, so. He did nothing but wail. Oh, no. All right, well, here's me signing off. Say bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Liam.